For 6 months, I've been in motion. Cities, airports, new people, goodbyes, new beginnings, endings too. Now I'm back in my country. I have a room and no departure date. Now, for the first time in a long while, silence. And it felt strange. I can hear my thoughts, my body, my energy. And in this stillness I'm in now, I realize I'm just beginning to meet the person who was hiding beneath all that movement. She's not the same one who left. She's the one I went out looking for. Time passes quickly, and before I knew it, it's been almost a month since I came back to Spain. Crazy, right? Sometimes I'm afraid to close my eyes and, when I open them, find that 10 years have gone by without me noticing. Does that happen to you too? Arriving in Albacete and finally settling in one place has been amazing and strange at the same time. I'd gotten used to the chaos of traffic, the holes in the streets, the suitcase, the constant novelty. And now that I'm here, physically still, it feels both unfamiliar and comforting. I love wandering through unknown streets, but I rarely do it aimlessly. I tend to move in widening circles. We all have our little quirks, don't we? At first, my dragons came rushing out. They yelled that I couldn't stop, that if I stayed still, I'd end up, as they like to say, living under a bridge. But this time, to my great surprise, I managed to calm them down pretty quickly. I guess Irma, my flatmate, has a lot to do with that. Don't get me wrong, they're still here, full of fire. But I joined a gym, and every time they start screaming, I take them to a spinning class. Who knows? Maybe if I keep pissing them off, I'll end up really fit. Jokes aside, now that I'm finally settling into this quiet routine, ideas are starting to flow again, fitting together like pieces of a puzzle. I don't know where they'll lead me, but it feels beautiful. Maybe you're wondering what's different between the Nessa from the mountain house, the one who left several times with her suitcase in search of her lost, or maybe poorly built, self-love, and the Nessa I am now. The first thing I noticed after coming back to Spain is that I've built a home within myself. It doesn't matter where I am, I just put my few things down wherever I'll sleep, and instantly it feels like home. And that's new. Because, do you remember the video when I first arrived in Bali, when I felt homeless? Over these months, I've learned that the feeling of home isn't a physical place. It's an emotional space inside you. The second thing is the certainty that if you just keep walking, life eventually aligns on its own. You might not see it clearly. Everything may feel uncertain and chaotic, but with time, if you keep planting your seeds, the answers appear. Right now, I don't know how long I'll stay here, or if I'll build the life I want, but I trust that life will, once again, work its magic. You already know I'm someone who sees beauty in small things. That I look for poetry, for art, or what people now call romanticizing life. But I hadn't realized how much I loved to walk until I didn't have proper sidewalks or streets without holes to do it. And, of course, I've confirmed that I genuinely love this creative life. Writing, drawing, transforming emotions, bringing new ideas to life. To confirm to myself that it wasn't a fantasy, but a real calling, or, for those who believe in it, my life's purpose. Another thing I've noticed is that I'm much calmer. I suppose the spiritual work I did in Bali and constantly putting myself in new situations taught me to recognize what triggers me, pause, and respond from a serene, more grounded place, more confident in who I am, what I value, and what I want. But not everything turned out as I imagined. For example, I realized the whole digital nomad lifestyle isn't really for me. I'd rather have a place of my own and live from time to time, knowing there's somewhere that's mine to return to. That's the beauty of gently tasting our dreams. Sometimes they're idealized, and other times they're true sources of joy. It's funny. When I think of that Nessa now, she feels so far away, so small, so scared. And that thought alone calms any anxiety I might feel about the future. Because if she could make it out of that, what won't this version of me be capable of? If you follow me on Instagram, or if you've noticed in my latest videos, you might have seen that I've started selling some of the things I make. You know, I like to be super honest with you, and this is no exception. Because yes, this is another personal experiment. Apparently, I like to challenge myself. Now that this new version of me feels more confident, more grounded, more in love with what she does and who she is, it's time to move to the next level. To generate income so I don't have to go back to a life that no longer fits me. I briefly talked about my scarcity mindset in a past video, but it wasn't until a couple of days ago that I realized I seriously needed to do something about it. That once again, I need to build and meet a new version of myself, one who truly believes she deserves to live from what she loves. It might sound logical, but you know how hard it is to overcome your own mental walls, even when others can see right through them. So, I've created a very experimental and very basic, as you can see, 40-day plan where I'll challenge myself with one small daily task to once again push myself out of my comfort zone. If it works, I'll tell you more about it in a video. But the thing is that even if I talk about my illustrations or the things I'm creating, I'll keep making these videos because I simply love doing it. I love sharing the birds in my head and this messy little journey of life with you, hoping it brings you inspiration and warmth for your own path. And if at some point something I make speaks to your heart, then maybe it was meant to find you. I like to think of life as cycles, like levels in a video game, and that at the end of each level, after facing the big challenge, we become stronger, with more tools to face the next one. I still don't know what the final goal of the game is. Maybe it's a quiet contentment of knowing we're living each day as our best selves, aware that even though life can be harsh, it's also beautiful. And there's a certain poetry in realizing that there are still so many versions of ourselves we haven't met yet. What do you think? Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.